Hello, Libby and Abe. Here is your sewer scope from tonight's inspection. I'm glad we got to do this. I think it's really, really important to get a handle on what your sewer line looks like. And it's people don't really think about it. I mean, obviously, out of sight, out of mind. But you know, if you're responsible for 100+ feet of sewer line, that can run into a big bill if there's damage or, you know, God forbid there's a backup into your house, or if you have to replace it or line it. It could be, again, a huge expense. So I'm glad you're doing that, or doing this. This is cast iron, typical corrosion. You know, for a house that's roughly 90 years old, this is in pretty good shape. You can see the camera head bouncing around a little bit. That's just the pipe, and it gets like that. That's a clean out. That's probably on the exterior. It's a clean out cap. There's probably an access point somewhere on the other side of the foundation wall. Transition into clay pipe. There's our first little bit of roots that we see. Very typical, like we were talking about today, vitreous clay pipes, generally 4-foot sections. You see the lips, the little bumps here that we have to go over. Those are the connection points. Sometimes in pipes, you get what's called an offset, where the pipes aren't laying completely in line with each other, and there's a much bigger lip, sometimes to the point where I can't get my camera head to jump over it. Your pipe was fine, no issues. Again, some root growth. My guess is that the line has been cleaned or cut out sometime, probably within the last year or even 6 months. So the big unknown at this point is how quickly those roots are going to grow back. It really depends upon a lot of factors. I mean, you don't have a ton of big trees around or in front of your house, you know, so it may be 5 years from now, or you know, just because we talked about the moisture content in the soil around your house, you know, it may be every year and a half, 2 years. So I'm going to recommend that you know, come back in another year and a half. This is a transition to a plastic pipe. My guess is that there was some sort of damage. This is likely in the street or very close to the street, so potentially the city made that adjustment. It's a question mark at this point, but it's nice that's there. And then here we go, right, final drop into, that's the city connection right there. It's the city main line. So back to what I was saying, I mean, I would come back in another probably 12 to 18 months, run a camera through this again and just see how much root growth you've got. And that way you'll kind of get a benchmark of how often you have to clean the line out. It'll be regular maintenance, you know, but you have to kind of get a feel for how quickly they're going to grow back. I'm going to keep the camera rolling as I pull back. Feel free to watch the return trip. As always, reach out to me with any questions or if something doesn't make sense.